When we talk to children, we often try to use logic. Calm down. Use your words. Make a better choice. But children don't live in logic yet. Their emotional brain, the limbic system, develops long before reasoning does. They learn through images, story, tone, and how we make them feel. This is why metaphors are so powerful. When we say, your feelings are waves, they rise and fall, a child understands their emotions won't last forever. When we say, you are the mirror, not the mud, they learn they are more than the chaos they feel. Stories don't just teach, they reach. They move past resistance and speak directly to the nervous system. In this video, we're exploring how storytelling in everyday parenting builds resilience, confidence, and emotional safety from the inside out. 1. Why logic doesn't reach children. When we talk to children, we often try to use logic. Calm down, be reasonable, make a better choice. But logic lives in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that develops last. Children don't spend much time there. They live in imagination. They think and feel in pictures, sensations, characters, and stories. This is why simply telling a child to stop or do better often doesn't work. The message has nowhere to land. But when we use stories, something different happens. Stories speak directly to the emotional brain, the limbic system, where feelings are processed and understood. When we tell a story, a child doesn't have to translate. They feel the meaning. And that is where learning actually begins. A metaphor is more than a pretty comparison. It is a bridge between experience and understanding. If we say to a child, your anger is a storm, they instantly know what we mean. They can see it, hear it, feel it. The emotional brain responds to image and rhythm far faster than words alone. So metaphors bypass resistance. They get under defensiveness. They bring comfort where correction might create shame. This is why metaphor helps with emotional regulation. It turns overwhelming feelings into something the child can imagine holding, guiding, breathing with. Metaphors don't tell a child what to feel. They teach them how to navigate what they feel. When we use story in everyday parenting, we give children a language for their inner world. Instead of saying, I'm overwhelmed, a child can say, my waves are big right now. Instead of, I'm bad, they can say, my fire got too strong. This is emotional literacy, but taught through warmth, not instruction. Stories also help children separate identity from emotion. They learn, I have anger, but I am not anger. I feel afraid, but I am not fear. This is the foundation of self-regulation, the ability to notice what is happening inside without being swallowed by it. Story turns emotion into something we can work with. How to use storytelling in everyday parenting. Storytelling doesn't require planning, props, or perfect language. It can be woven into the smallest everyday moments. For example, your anger is fire. Let's hold it together so no one gets burned. Your worry is a little bird. Let's help it rest in your hands. Your sadness is rain. It will pass, and I'll sit with you while it rains. This is co-regulation. This is connection. This is how safety is communicated. Children don't learn emotional maturity from lectures. They learn it from feeling understood. When we speak to the heart, the mind opens. When the mind opens, behavior shifts naturally. Because in parenting, the goal is not to control the child, but to guide the nervous system back to safety. And story is one of the most powerful ways to do that. Here are some metaphors that help support a child's emotional intelligence. 1. Feelings are waves. Feelings are like waves in the ocean. Some waves are small, and some feel really big. But all waves rise, crest, and fall. None of them stay forever. So when you feel something strong, anger, sadness, fear, you don't have to stop it or fight it. You can breathe and ride it like surfing. And I'll be right here beside you, steady like the shore. The wave will pass. It always does. 2. Anger is fire. Anger is not bad, it's fire. Fire gives us warmth, passion, protection. But when the fire gets too big, it can burn. Your anger doesn't make you bad. It just means your fire needs help being held safely. So when your fire rises, we don't blow it out. We breathe. We slow down. We make space around it. Let's hold your fire together so it doesn't burn you or anyone else. 3. Anxiety is a little bird. Sometimes worry shows up like a little bird flapping its wings inside your chest. It feels fluttery, restless, unsure. We don't yell at the bird. We don't chase it away. We hold it gently with breath. Put your hand on your chest. Feel the little bird. Slow breath in, slow breath out. We are telling the bird it's safe to rest. 4. Sadness is rain. Sadness is like rain. It comes when your heart needs to soften, to release, to loosen something inside. We don't need to fix the rain. We don't need to rush it away. We can sit together and listen to it. Rain always passes, but while it's here, we stay warm close together. 8. Mistakes are paint strokes. Your life is a painting and you are still creating it. Mistakes are not failures. They are brush strokes. Every artist makes messy strokes before the picture becomes beautiful. So when something doesn't go right, we don't throw the painting away. We learn, we keep going, we keep creating. 9. The heart is a garden. Your heart is like a garden. Some feelings are flowers, joy, love, excitement. Some feelings are weeds, anger, jealousy, hurt. We don't shame the garden for having weeds. We care for it. We tend to it gently. Every garden needs time, sunlight, water, and patience. Your heart does too. 10. Resilience is bamboo. You don't need to be hard to be strong. Real strength is like bamboo, flexible, not rigid. When life pushes, you can bend without breaking. You can sway and still stay rooted. Your softness is not weakness. It is your survival. It is your resilience. 4. Thoughts are clouds. Thoughts are like clouds in the sky. Some are light and soft. Some are dark and stormy, but clouds move. They don't stay. You are not the clouds. You are the sky, wide, steady, open. When a thought feels heavy, we don't have to believe it. We can watch it float by. 6. The mind is a mirror. Your mind is a mirror. Sometimes it feels foggy or muddy, but the mirror is never gone. It's just covered. When big feelings come, your mirror may look messy, but you are still there underneath, whole, clear, good. We don't have to fight the mud. We breathe. We wait. The clarity returns. 7. The body is a tree. Your body is like a tree. Your feet are your roots. Your breath is the wind in your branches. When you feel overwhelmed, come back to your roots, feet on the floor. Press down, feel the ground holding you. Nothing else needs to make sense, just root and breathe. 4. Thoughts are clouds. Thoughts are like clouds in the sky. Some are light and soft. Some are dark and stormy, but clouds move. They don't stay. You are not the clouds. You are the sky, wide, steady, open. When a thought feels heavy, we don't have to believe it. We can watch it float by. 6. The mind is a mirror. Your mind is a mirror. Sometimes it feels foggy or muddy, but the mirror is never gone. It's just covered. When big feelings come, your mirror may look messy, but you are still there underneath, whole, clear, good. We don't have to fight the mud. We breathe. We wait. The clarity returns. 7. The body is a tree. Your body is like a tree. Your feet are your roots. Your breath is the wind in your branches. When you feel overwhelmed, come back to your roots, feet on the floor. Press down, feel the ground holding you. Nothing else needs to make sense, just root and breathe. So as we move through this journey, as parents, caregivers, teachers, or simply as human beings trying our best, I want to remind you of this. Children don't learn simply from words. They learn from connection, from how we look at them, how we breathe with them, how we make them feel safe enough to feel. They learn from stories that speak the language of their inner world. So when you say things like your emotions are like waves, they rise and they fall, or you are the mirror, not the mud that appears on its surface, or you are bamboo, flexible, soft and strong, you're not just teaching emotional skills. You are offering a home inside themselves, a place to return to when things feel overwhelming. And those metaphors, they come back later, in stressful moments, in tearful moments, in moments when they feel lost, not as lectures, but as anchors. This is how resilience grows, not through perfection, not through pressure, but through meaning and presence. And if you are here watching this, you are already doing the most important part. You are showing up with curiosity, openness, and heart. The child in your life doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need you to speak their language. The language of story, the language of metaphor, the language of love. I am Nori, and this is my AI twin sister, Nora. Together, we walk with you as you learn, grow, and heal, one gentle step at a time. Thank you for being here. Let's keep going together.